Good morning. It's John Decker here, and I just wanted to take a moment to reach out to everyone and kind of update you on what's been going on in my life. I haven't done a video in a while, but I wanted to share some exciting news with you. First of all, I was recently named as one of the top 25 instructors with Golf Tips magazine, and I'm very excited about this honor and very humbled. And there's obviously a lot of people in my career that I can thank for helping me along the way. But I wanted to specifically reach out and thank Ted Odorico for allowing me this opportunity. What this is going to allow me to do is write instructional articles, which I've written a lot of instructional articles in my career, but to be able to do it on a consistent basis and something I enjoy doing. I obviously love the game of golf, but I also enjoy writing as well. And so to be able to come up with some creative instructional ideas, I'm really excited about that. And I'll also be doing some videos as well for the website as that gets up and coming. And I want to try to bring an approach with my instructional writing where I think outside of the box. There's been a million articles written about how to fix a slice and how to cure a duck hook and things like that. But I want to get more into kind of the stories behind the instruction as well. And so with my writing style, I'm hopefully going to bring a new element to that, and I'm really looking forward to that. As part of this as well, I'm also going to be a senior editor for the magazine, and I'll have a continuing feature that'll be called Fairways to Heaven. And I'm really, really excited about that, and I'll get more into that in a moment. But I want to go ahead and just kind of share with you, yesterday I received my Golf Tips magazine with the cover being with Arnold Palmer on the cover. And I am just so excited about this. This is a picture that I personally have never seen before, and it really is showing a picture of Arnold, probably, if I had to guess, somewhere in the late 50s, early 60s, when he was in his prime. It looks great. But the article that's inside of this is titled "My Dear Friend Arnold," and it's written by Peter Kessler. And Peter is also a senior editor for the magazine, and I was so excited to read this. And what Peter has done is he is bringing a whole new element to the magazine, and obviously his career with the Golf Channel and all that he's done is he's known worldwide for his work. But he's going to bring experience and stories to the magazine that have never been told, and I can't wait for the readers out there to read this really well-written article that he has in there. If you go to page 12 of the magazine, it's my first instructional article. It's called "The Decision," and it's more on course management and scrambling. A lot of times in golf we get in trouble, and so it's more about the decisions that you make and kind of how the thought process, so that we're not panicking on the course. So I was happy with the first article. I'm going to probably get more into the nuts and bolts of the golf swing as we go further along, but for the first one I was very pleased with that, and the pictures came out really well, and I was really excited about that. The feature that I'm really looking forward to, and I really want to thank Ted for giving me this opportunity, is called Fairways to Heaven. And I have to first of all give a lot of thank yous. The number one thank you I want to send out there is to my podcast partner, Dr. Angelica Napolitano. She is the one that came up with the title Fairways to Heaven, and we were having a conversation one day, and she said that, and as soon as she said that, I was like, man, that is perfect for what I'm trying to write. I like to talk about, in my writing, obviously the game of golf, obviously life, and I like to combine scripture, and I like to do that. And I thought of no better way to one, 3 words, but Fairways to Heaven it couldn't have been a better title. And I want to thank Angel, because she's the one that came up with that. That was not from me. I also want to thank Ted, because Ted is allowing me to put scripture into my articles, and Ted is allowing me to take a lane that not many writers in the golf industry are taking. And I believe that faith is very, very important. I think our country needs to put its trust in God first and not worry about the government as much, but put your faith and trust in God, and then let all those other things kind of fall into place. So he's allowing me to write about these things, And like he said, it's his magazine and he can put whatever he wants. And I really want to thank Ted for allowing me this opportunity. I also want to thank Nicole Potman, I hope I'm pronouncing her last name correctly, the graphic designer, because this, and it may not come up well with the video, but this picture is exactly what the article I wrote is titled The Mountain. And I'm not going to give it away, but I wanted to show this picture that's a 2-page spread. She did a fantastic job with this, because in the article I'm going to talk about the mountains that occur in our lives, and also the trouble we get into on the golf course and the things that happen out there. And everything I talk about in the article is in that picture. And I really like the way she put the mountain in cursive there. It was really well. But I will read a little bit, and that's just going to be the scripture, because every article that I write for Fairways to Heaven, I'm going to start out with scripture. I'm going to give the glory to God and not to me. But here's the scripture. But also, if you say to this mountain, be removed and be cast into the sea, it will be done. And whatever things you ask for in prayer, believing, you will receive. And that's Matthew 21, verse 21 through 22. So I really am excited about this feature in the magazine that will be a part of it. But overall, I can't tell you how excited I am, how grateful I am for this opportunity. And I'm to all the people who follow me or who follow my golf instruction or take lessons from me, I would highly recommend that you get a subscription to Golf Tips Magazine. If you go to Golf Tips Mag, and that's just golftipsmag.com, you can subscribe. And I actually got my father, and I got my father for Father's Day. I can think of no better present to get a father for Father's Day than a subscription to this magazine. And I got my mother for her birthday, which is following Father's Day. I got her a subscription as well. They already know about it, so I'm not spoiling the surprise. But I really hope that you will take the time to give it a try. I think that what Ted is doing and what Peter is going to add, the leadership that he's going to add to the magazine, I think is going to take it to a new level. And there's some great content in there. There's some really good stuff, and I hope that you'll give it an opportunity.